This is my video on the Ortlieb Quick Rack, and one looks pretty sturdy, but the instructions suck. So you'll get a bunch of these little things, and this is where they go. If you're clicking on here because you're wondering how the hell do I assemble this, one, you get these little things here, about 6 of them, and they're like things which hold your bag in place, and there's 3 each side if you're wondering where the hell they go. And another thing you don't get, you get yeah, sure, just don't spill it. So you get this here, which isn't separate from the thing, and you also get a longer one. But what you don't get is, if you're wondering where the hell do you attach it to the bike, if you've got a bike like that which has no M5 or M6 attachments for M5 or M6 bolts, you need the Quick Rack seat stay adapter, and it is not sold with the Quick Rack. The Quick Rack is and you basically have these little things here which bolt into it, so you've got to put this on your bike, and it says that it's not suitable for carbon fiber seat stays, but I'm going to put it on anyway because people say, yeah, you can. Ortlieb's just covering their own ass, which is fine. Yeah, I'm not that precious about the bike. So yeah, that's so far. I'll probably edit this into a longer video, but we'll see how it goes. It's looking pretty good so far, now that we've got the required kit to do it, but apparently there's a little bit of difficulty in this. Some people say that you need want to get a 16mm screw. Don't you want it? Rather than 14mm. Okie doke, I'll get to work. Well, getting the adapter on is proving extremely difficult. The Quick Rack seat stay adapter, and one of the problems I saw someone say this online, it's got a bunch of 14mm I think M4 bolts, and they said they replaced them with 16mm. So go down to your hardware store, and whew, what a mission. God damn. Well, okay, I'll continue this. So here's the rack ready to go. Hopefully it works out all right. But the Quick Rack adapter, seat stay adapter, is like $40 in New Zealand, 35 in some places. But hopefully everything's still usable. I haven't trashed anything. Okay, that's I'll keep going, and you'll see this finished product hopefully if I edit it all together. Okay, so these things here are extremely difficult to get on, and you need 2 people. So these metal strips, the idea is that you pull them through this little bracket and pull them hard, and then pull them back to tighten them up. But what you want to do is that the screws come down, and the screws essentially push against the seat stay. So to minimize the damage or avoid damage, is what you want to do is cut some tube up and put the tube underneath where the screws are going to go in. So here's where's the part? Here it is. Here it is. But this is weeks later from the last videos. We've just had an issue. We needed to get the original screws nowhere near as good. They're 14mm, they're not long enough, and this is they have a New Zealand key. This is a 16mm screw with a flat bottom and recessed top, and yeah, with a Phillips screwdriver. So yeah, that's this rack would be great for bikes with bracket mounts, but if you're going to use it with this bikes without bracket mounts, this is what you got to contend with to put these mounts on. Okay, so here is the things mounted. What we've done is we've put a little piece of rubber from I'd recommend you do this as well, from tire tube, and mount it in there. This we did a little bit of damage to the seat stay, so what I'd recommend is that you put a little piece of rubber underneath from any tube you've got lying around. Whew. So here are the take-home points. Here's what you need once you buy it. If you're going to run it on a bike that doesn't have seat stay brackets for racks, is you need to mount these things. So the two things you need to buy 16mm screws with flat bottoms and recessed, like the V-shaped recess, and you need to get some cut some tire tube out. And when you pull these through, you don't want them bent, so you need two people to do this. So you want to pull them through here hard, and then pull them back to tighten. So this is what and it'll still be loose, but do this with the rubber underneath. So yeah, so that's it incomplete, and that's it complete. That's the, and the other thing is that each one is a left-hand side. So the left-hand side is vertical. It'll be facing. It isn't facing down but because the seat stay is on an angle, it'll be horizontal. And the right-hand side is the other way around. Okay, so here we're gonna put this on, and you need a long screwdriver. I wasn't using a, oh, god damn it. Oh no, don't tell me I've lost it. Oh, there it is. Whew, there it is. You need something long to reach. So here we have it. The mounts mounted on it. Exceedingly difficult to mount. Is it worth going tail fin just for spending the extra money, just for the ease of use of actually running through the thing, or Axiom make a rack, which all you need is you can get a mount. Another option is the Axiom or the tail fin. The Axiom is way cheaper. I can't remember what the name of it is. Here is a Problem Solvers seat post clamp, which has a mount for racks, and Axiom make a rack. I'll try and figure out what the name of it is. I'm through here. What the name is, and that might be a better option. Ortlieb, I love your products, but you got to make this easier and less prone to damaging frames. And I don't know how you're going to figure that out. But so yeah, if you're, an option would be an Axiom rack, or the much more expensive tail fin rack.
Dad, I'm wearing your
You're wearing my shoes. Here we are set up. The Axiom Streamliner, that's the name of the rack. So your basic competition to this rack is the Axiom Streamliner, which is cheaper and which can run on rim brake bikes, and the tail fin racks, which are way more expensive. So my advice to Ortlieb is figure out, maybe add some rubber protectors. That's what I do. I keep this design, but I add some rubber protectors to fit underneath the screw so it tightens it up. So this is the rack mounted on, and like I said, here's It's a cam system. You rotate it back, it comes loose, goes through. There we go. So yeah, but it looks pretty sweet, and I'm not too precious about the bike frame. It's just a little scratch. But that would be my advice to Ortlieb. My advice to Ortlieb would be to fit some sort of protection underneath the screws and replace the screws with 16mm. God damn. Those 14mm you get, they don't work. I had to look on online on a Reddit post about that. So let's take this bad boy for a ride. Okay, taking this bad boy for a ride. I just spent it on the block. Worked pretty good. Let's park this up and talk about it. Find somewhere to park it up. That's it, in operation eventually, finally. I like it, although I have to put my foot a little bit far forward on the pedal. And yeah, I'll do a part 2. I'm going to start using this. And yeah, Ortlieb. Saw that bracket mount out. Replace the 14mm screws with 16mm, and put a rubber protector that sits underneath the screw ends, between the screw ends and the frame, and also maybe add a couple of spare of the metal strips, because if we screw that up with metal strips, they get corrugated and it's like they just don't go through as smooth. So yeah, that's my advice to Ortlieb. Love your product, even though it's not an Ortlieb bag. I have an Ortlieb bag and it's awesome. And yeah, I'll catch you later.